This video has been sponsored by the author Greg Palmer to promote his new book, Infinity. Stick around and I'll tell you more about it later. Okay, first, a bit of background. Syriana is based on the distillation of a real CIA operative's experiences in the Middle East. As such, it's not a true rendition of individual events, but similar to stuff that actually did happen. So it's faithful to the underhand way that the CIA has been screwing up the Middle East since its inception. As many of you know, Syria is a dynastic dictatorship, and its current leader, Bashar Assad, is unpopular with the Americans because of the Russian naval base at Tartar, its only deep water port in the Med. In the real world, it's all about denying Russia access, but gas pipelines also play a major role. One thing that America historically can't tolerate is dictators who don't want to play along. And hey, fuck the rest of the world because freedom and America or something. Waves of refugees destroying the fabric of Europe? Who gives a flying fuck? Syrian dictator Bashar al-Assad was never intended for the role, which was destined for his older brother. Bashar al-Assad graduated from the medical school of Damascus University in 1988 and began to work as a doctor in the Syrian army. 4 years later, he attended a postgraduate studies course at the Western Eye Hospital in London, specialising in ophthalmology. In 1994, after his handsome elder brother, Basil, died in a car accident, quote unquote, Bashar was recalled to Syria to take over Basil's role as heir apparent. In the movie, a similar character, an older brother, gets assassinated by the USA in a drone strike, so they can put their puppet on the Syrian throne. The book on which the movie is based is by a former CIA field operative. In the movie, you'll see him played by one of my favourite actors, gorgeous George Clooney. By the way, Clooney managed to injure himself doing a stunt in the movie and spent a month in hospital as a consequence. He is a great actor and a producer. He was also a great advocate for the refugees fleeing to Europe, until they ended up camping near his European home, making him flee back to America for the safety of his family. Took a while to work that out, George, didn't it? One should never take political advice from actors who make their living speaking someone else's words. So, anyway, enough of setting the table, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. A tale that intertwines multiple storylines, making you question the motives of the powerful and the consequences of their actions. The film boasts a stellar cast, featuring not only George Clooney but also Matt Damon, Jeffrey Wright and Christopher Plummer, who all deliver sterling performances. The multi-threaded plot of Syriana weaves together the lives of various characters, each grappling with their own demons and ambitions. As such, you need to be drinking coffee rather than beer when you watch, or you might just get lost. So hopefully this review will help. George Clooney plays the role of Bob Barnes, a CIA operative caught in the intricate web of Middle Eastern politics and the oil industry. Clooney's portrayal is raw and intense, showcasing his talent for delving into complex characters. Matt Damon takes on the role of Brian Woodman, an energy analyst navigating the treacherous waters of corporate greed and moral ambiguity. Damon's performance is commendable, capturing the struggle between by Stephen Gaghan himself, is a masterclass in storytelling. It is complex yet accessible, offering glimpses into the hidden corridors of power and the lengths that people will go to protect their interests. The film serves up a gripping narrative that keeps you engaged from the get-go, constantly challenging your assumptions and leaving you with a sense of unease. What sets Syriana apart from other political thrillers is its commitment to realism. Gaghan has meticulously researched the subject matter, drawing inspiration from real events and figures. The film offers a sobering depiction of the oil industry's impact on global politics, highlighting the intricate dance between governments, corporations, and intelligence agencies. It exposes the darker side of power, where lives are sacrificed in the pursuit of wealth and control. Many a time you'll hear the wailing of "it's just about the oil." Well, of course it's just about the bloody oil. It's the engine of modern civilization. And without it, we'll all be staring at the butthole of a mule ploughing fields from dawn until dusk. Visually, Syriana is a treat for the eyes. The cinematography by Robert Elswit captures the grittiness and opulence of the various settings, from the deserts of the Middle East to the luxurious boardrooms of corporate America. The use of muted colours and shadows adds to the overall mood of the film, reinforcing the sense of secrecy and moral ambiguity that permeates every scene. The film's pacing is deliberate, allowing the intricate plot lines to unfold gradually. While some viewers may find the slow burn a tad challenging, it ultimately pays off with a climactic finale that ties all the loose ends together. The thought-provoking dialogue, coupled with Gaghan's direction, ensures that you'll be pondering the film's themes long after the credits roll. In conclusion, Syriana is an enthralling and thought-provoking film that delves into the murky world of politics, corruption, and the oil industry. With its stellar performances, intricate plot lines, and commitment to realism, it offers a gripping cinematic experience that challenges our perceptions and invites us to critically examine the systems that shape our world. If you're a fan of political thrillers that delve into the human psyche while shedding light on the underbelly of power, this movie is a must-watch. So, just some numbers. It made its money back, amazingly, for a non-mainstream film. They spent $50 million on it, and it grossed $93 million worldwide. So, good for us, because we can watch decent movies, because it pays. Okay, guys, thanks very much for listening. Now go watch the movie. This video has been sponsored by the author Greg Palmer to promote his new book, Infinity, which is available in all good booksellers on the internet, Amazon, Goodreads, etc., etc. The link is in the comments. Take a look. It's pretty good. So here's the cover blurb. A university historian is forced to plunder high-value treasures of the past using a billionaire's secret prototype time-tunneling technology, and must battle a psychopath back in deep time, as well as technology screw-ups and the universe itself. Edward Henson is at the peak of his academic career when he and his wife Katie are left critically injured by a car crash during a blizzard. A mysterious figure appears at the historian's hospital bedside and offers him a Faustian bargain: full health aided by cutting-edge chip implants upgrading his brain with all the knowledge of mankind, or the bleak alternative, voluntary euthanasia. But if Henson accepts this deal, he must break with all of his academic ethics and travel back in time to steal the treasures of the past for his rich patron, Dominic LeBlanc, a man who has almost everything money could ever buy. Meanwhile, Katie Henson is the millionaire's spare, but she escapes her patron's control and has plans of her own. Infinity is a fast-moving tale of love, betrayal, loss and revenge, grounded on the latest academic research on the nature of space-time and time travel. You should treat yourself to a fascinating light read which will remain with you long after you have finished the last chapter. Okay folks, that's it. Bye.